This is a friendly player. A small and interesting phenomenon that occurs when a gamer chooses to forgo any traditional way of playing Team Fortress 2 in favor of being nice, kind, and friendly to any player whom they might encounter. They don't do much. If you yourself were to come across one, you might be surprised to find how similarly sized they are to my boot. I don't like friendly players, and I don't think they have a place in my game.
At best, they're being mildly annoying, standing in the corner trying their very best to make a middle-aged Russian mercenary appear both petite and cute. And at worst, they're taking up service slots for real players on my team while throwing sandwiches to heal enemy players. And the moment that I decide to stop playing along, all of a sudden I'm a crybaby who takes the game too seriously. Well, guess what, buddy? Team Fortress 2 is a serious game for serious gamers who want to have a seriously awesome game of payload after their 60-hour work week. And you're telling me that I'm the one that needs to join another server just because I don't want to have a dance party in the middle of the battlefield? Grass grows, birds fly, sun shines, and brother, I don't like being lied to. And friendly players are liars. They'll tell you, no, I'm doing something. I'm playing an observer, one of Spy's many unique subclasses. I have the all-important job of standing here and doing nothing. No, BreadMann, you got it all wrong. I'm not a friendly heavy. I'm a hoovy. It's my role on the team to stand around and do nothing.
This isn't a playstyle. These aren't real subclasses. Guys, you gotta believe me, these aren't real
I'm tired of being told that I'm the one who's playing the game wrong. We've gone beyond a simple disagreement between gamers. I don't understand friendly players or why they do what they do, but I'd like to. I want to enter the mind of a friendly player and get to the bottom of why they choose to play a game like Team Fortress 2 in the most boring way you can. 10 players, 10 questions, 1 objective. I don't like friendly players. Change my mind.
I did something crazy. Something that I never do when I make a video. To prepare for my interviews with these friendly players, I did some research. Normally when I write a video, I kind of just go off my general TF2 knowledge and then write whatever sounds cool, but this time around, I wanted to know more. I wanted to know how deep all this went. I wanted to know things like, what are other people's reasons for not liking friendly players? Or where do friendly players like to hang out? See, if I want to ask the right questions during my interviews, then I need to answer the wrong questions now. Questions that the average friendly player wouldn't know the answer to or care about. Questions like, how long have friendly players really been around? A question whose answer might fail to surprise you when I reveal that the answer is just a really long time. Take a look at these images. Fascinating, right? This is real history unfolding before your very eyes. You might actually recognize this one in particular. That's because this was a real-life event commonly referred to as the Last Supper, otherwise known as the earliest recording I was able to find showcasing Team Fortress 2 players behaving in a friendly manner. Clocking in at just over 4,000 views, Team Fortress 2 Overdrunked Party was posted to YouTube on January 28, 2008, just about 3 months after the game was released. And using my magnificent powers of deduction, I can safely determine that the concept of going friendly is literally as old as the game itself. However, friendlies haven't always been treated the same. As far as my investigation shows, the term friendly player doesn't seem to start popping up in TF2 spaces online until around 2013 to 2014. Not to say that people weren't discussing the idea of playing TF2 passively before that, but the terminology and motive wasn't the same. For example, this is the rare and endangered crab spy. After its first sighting in mid-2008, the TF2 community would launch a host of breeding campaigns, bringing the species back from the brink of extinction. For years, you would often see these creatures minding their own business, walking around servers, doing little to nothing other than exploiting animation glitches for the explicit purpose of looking silly. This is not only one of the oldest and most culturally important bits of comedy in the TF2 community, it's also one of the very first examples of a passive subclass emerging. As mentioned before, the motive for these crab spies wasn't the same as the modern friendly player. The idea of being a crab spy was loose and fluid. There weren't any expectations for how they should act, or any solid rules for how other people should treat them. But eventually, as more and more players started to act in similar friendly manners with the rise of the hoovy, lines would start to be drawn in the sand. The first thing that came was the label friendly player. The first evidence I can find of this term online was from around 2013 in a few different posts discussing the validity of various friendly playstyles. I actually find it really interesting because these posts read like someone trying to write a rulebook. There was even a server plugin from around this time that gave players a friendly mode, a state of being where they would become invincible to all incoming damage while also being stripped of every single item they had. The demand for this plugin was so high that it continues to this very day to run on a grand total of 4 servers. The general opinion on friendly players from around this time was overall positive, but everyone seems to agree that there needed to be a time and a place.
As far as I'm concerned, friendlies and related weird stuff are what makes TF2 fun in the first place. The reason why this community is remarkable at all is because of stuff like this. If you want to play super serious, join UGC or ESEA. Frankly, killing friendlies is just a waste of time and ammo. If it's on a silly server, cool. If it's not a silly server, no, it's not cool. The enemy team can easily grind rage, diamondback crits, or heads with multiple friendlies. There's an old saying that works well with this. Whoever kills a friendly has no heart, but whoever plays as a friendly has no brain.
The biggest takeaway here is that even though people disagree on how everyone should play, they're trying to figure it out. And they would continue to try and figure it out until just 2 short years later when we started to see posts like this.
Being a friendly on a non-friendly server is inherently trolling and having fun due to the frustration of others,
says the creator of scrap.tf. Now, when you read this post or similar ones from around this time, you'll realize that none of the ideas or thoughts in them are new. It's just more of the same back and forth over who needs to respect whose playstyle and who should play where. The main difference being that the argument has become considerably more mean-spirited.
Being friendly isn't just confusing behavior anymore. It's annoying, it ruins the game, and it's griefing.
But, oh ho ho, you see, it's actually quite the opposite. You see, people who don't like my hoovy playstyle just take the game too seriously. Just let me have fun, you try hard.
Let's fast forward another 4 years. We're not writing rules anymore. We're not talking about how player group A over here is annoying. We're fighting. Friendlies are the most toxic part of TF2, Skyle will outright ban you for being one, and the civil discussion has become a civil war. A firm division in the community known as friendlies versus tryhards. Tryhard is a word that's always kind of been around in these posts, but in recent times, it's adopted this almost slur-like quality where it's specifically used in a derogatory manner to describe a player like me who attacks friendlies for the free points. Whether it be in-game, on Twitter, or in a Reddit post, interactions between these two groups tend to look a little bit like this.
Why did you attack me? I was friendly! Because TF2 is a first-person shooter, not a hangout simulator. Quit being such a tryhard. If you don't like the way that I play the game, then just join a different server. No, you join a different server, you massive piece of shit!
And that's just how things are and have always been. The reason for that being, everyone is confused and nobody understands each other. Going friendly is genuinely a bizarre behavior. One that nobody who isn't already a friendly player seems to be able to understand. Not even the developers. And amidst all this miscommunication between players, I've grown tired. I'm tired of being confused. So as one small step for man, I'm going to take one giant leap for all of Fortress kind and become a friendly player. As mentioned earlier, I want to go into my interviews as knowledgeable as possible, and my next step towards that is viewing the world through the eyes of a friendly player. The only question left is, what kind of friendly do I want to be? Sure, I could just be a hoovy, but I'd rather fly like a unibird. Or relax as a lazy near. Maybe even watch as an observer? Or maybe I could... What the f is a sniper snail? Sniper snails are a newly discovered species of sniper that can be seen slowly crouch walking around maps with their rifle out. So it's just a sniper that walks around. What is this? An amputee soldier? Excuse me? What is a wheat watcher? They're a mutated version of the Watcher who have been infected by the bread crab? Is that me? Oh my god, is that me? Is this the origin of BreadMann? This is a type of friendly that I invented, so if you don't see them in matches, that's why. Oh, it's the leader of the goblins. Of course. No, of course. He must lead the Texan two-fort goblin and also the, just the regular two-fort goblin. Basically, I've got a lot of options to pick from here. But I want to pay my respects to TF2 history and go undercover as the original friendly player, which is in fact not the crab spy. There's one other type of friendly that came before, and I'm of course talking about the civilian. Due to their resurgence in recent years, you probably recognize this guy as an A poser, but I'm here to inform you that the civilian exploit has been around since launch in 2007. And with a tutorial on how to become one just one Google search away, we're defenseless and ready to go undercover. I spent my first couple games just kind of bumbling around, just walking straight towards enemy players so I could see what they'd do. And the results were a bit of a mixed bag. There was a little bit of good.
Hey Red, what do you think of my A-pose style? It's a hit thing off me. Oh, I'm famous. I'm gonna be a star, Mom. Mom, I'm gonna be a star.
But mostly the reaction was bad. Maybe I just needed to smile a little bit more, but the enemy team seemed to find my signature A-pose style a little off-putting. After about 5 games of doing this, my civilian gaming taught me that being a friendly player has a learning curve to it. And if you're committed to playing nice, then you have to master the approach. Step 1 is drip. Remember, first impressions matter. You can't expect people to respect your kindness if you don't look the part. Thankfully, I've got quite the wardrobe to pluck from, and I've assembled what I believe to be a disarming yet upscale costume that'll dance on the line of intriguing the enemy without intimidating them. Step 2, you gotta be a little sly. See, you can't just walk behind enemy lines as the biggest and tankiest class in the game and just expect everybody to play along. So you need to sneak around, past all the fighting to a quiet corner behind enemy lines. And once you're there, you start walking around like you own the place. If you think you belong there, other players will too. And once you've successfully blended in, step 3 is the performance. See, there's this moment when you make first contact with somebody and they have to decide what they're gonna do with you. This is probably kind of a bizarre sight for them. How did you get all the way back here? What are you planning on doing? You see them and they see you and you're looking at them and they're looking at you and you're just watching each other. And maybe you get a little closer and maybe they lean in a little and I don't know, I mean, you're a friendly player, so like, what are you gonna do? You lean a little closer too, and And they close their eyes, and your heart skips a beat, and before you know it, you can feel their warm breath on your lips, and...
In most games, you'll find a select few actions that signify to other players that you mean no harm.
Friendly.
And in TF2, it looks like this. First, you get small. You gotta crouch. And then you make sure that you have your fists out, preferably in a pair of mittens, but any gloves will do. It's just important that you seem absolutely defenseless. Then maybe you throw out a sandwich, signifying that you'll heal them if they need, and that's all you can do. You just have to exude kindness. And if you followed all the steps correctly, you'll officially be a friendly player. And then, that's it. There's actually nothing else that comes after that. You've seen everything there is to being a friendly player. The approach is kind of fun, you know, steps 1, 2, 3, but everything after that is honestly kind of boring. Probably almost as boring as waiting for the payoff to a bit that I set up like 3.5 minutes ago. So you guys like that one? You like that joke? Subscribe if you want more of those. So that's what we do here. So at first I was really bored. I had just turned my favorite first-person shooter into a first-person saunter, the world's most boring walking simulator.
I'm a civilian, you're a chicken. We're not too dissimilar, you and I. Defenseless. No guns to be seen anywhere. Just me and you. Have a good day.
No sense of suspense when other players saw me roaming. No fun combat interactions. I didn't even get to appreciate the infamous Source Engine liminal ambience. But then I had this realization. I can be so f***ing annoying with this, and I love being annoying. There are just so many little nothings that you can do in a game of TF2 that will just be ever so slightly irritating. Like standing in front of a door that an enemy player needs to walk through. Or, honestly, just forcing any class to taunt while they're in the middle of a fight.
I'm sorry.
And I get it, you know, these gamers, well, they like to fight. But doesn't the conflict just get old sometimes?
Oh, taunt party! Dance party! Just like I said in the intro! Just...
Don't you ever find yourself wishing that there was just a second of peace in all the chaos? A moment to appreciate it all in the eye of the storm?
I'm awake. More awake than ever. We gotta stop all the fighting. There. Now that I have the intelligence, it can't hurt anyone ever again. I'm taking it far away from here. Say goodbye to your precious intelligence. It's going back to the start of the map.
Serious?
Now we can all be friends. It's working. They love me.
You guys are dumb as hell for voting no.
they love me. now we can have a quick snack
Literally
together.
throwing
Now
the
we
game
can
for
all
us.
share a meal.
And at this point, we can't even win.
Now we can all have a good time.
And the best part is, people will still be nice to you no matter how much you harass them. They take one look at you and they say, "Aw, but he's just a little baby."
He's just a wolf-friendly player. Going off the amount of fun I was having doing this, I don't think I was being a very good friendly player. I wasn't not being nice, but my intentions probably could have been a little better. And because of that, I'm not entirely sure that I've gained a new understanding of friendlies. I walked a mile in their shoes and I found out that they don't fit. But on that walk, I had a lot of time to think about my interviews, and I'm pretty sure I've got all the material I need to formulate my questions. Now, all I need to do is find some stray friendlies.
Okay, first question. Let me start you off with something easy here, okay? So why should I let you live? You heard me. Why should I let you live? You claim to be good. You claim to be the best of us. You claim to be friendly. But who's the judge? How can we be sure that you do as you say? You claim to walk the Badlands with nothing but your lunch and goodwill. But where was that goodwill when your own team needed it? Where was that goodwill when I needed it? Trade Minecraft Cliffside version 2 5 years ago. There I was, downed on the floor with my health pool slowly draining. I thought I was done for. I thought I was dead. But then in came you. I didn't just ask, I didn't just plead, I begged you for a sandwich to restore my health and save my life. And what did you do? You looked down on me and you did nothing. You sat there with your mittens out and smiled. That day, you were both the friendly and the judge. But today, you will be the friendly and I will be the judge. Today, you will be the...
Why should you let me live? You ask why this humble, friendly player should live? Maybe he shouldn't, but no matter what you do, he will still be friendly. In life or in death, I simply am. Like a flower, a friendly player is natural as the earth we walk on, as natural as the water we drink, the air we breathe, or even the fire that comes and burns it all down. A friendly player is like a star in the sky, each of them unique, bright, dazzling, and plentiful. Every single one with stories and legends to pass on to those who choose to listen. Friendly players aren't just natural, they're necessary to the TF2 ecosystem. They represent a light in a game whose community has continued to walk on long past sunset. They're the sugar that's desperately needed in the average Tryhards morning coffee. They're an opportunity for each person to experience something new and uplifting in their 1000th hour of playing TF2. A friendly player is a glimmer of hope for the wayward man. Why, I would have killed myself if it were not for the friendly players of 24/7 2-Fort servers and their kind, crispy lunchbox items. Every sandwich feeling like a warm hug from a loved one. Each fish cake sounding like an apology and a hatchet buried. And even the bananas like an axe in my dick. Like Atlas holding the earth on his shoulders, so too does the hoovy keep the ever-increasing, oppressive weight of the indifferent Valve Corporation off the fragile egos of the TF2 community. Every moment a friendly chooses to do nothing is a moment where we take a stand against violent video game design. So, why should you let me live? You should let me live because you can make it different. You can make it right. You can make it better. We don't have to fight. You can be friendly starting with tonight, 'cause Grandpa, you can make a change.
Oh wow, okay, well,
I guess I changed my mind then. That's I guess we should just do a new topic then. So here we are at Upward. I think today I'm gonna go through some sentry spots. This one's pretty good. It's a classic. I usually just put mine here, but I guess we can talk about some other spots too. This is not a good spot over here, but over here is a pretty good one. A lot of people like to say we should put sentries over here, but I'm not too sure about that spot. So I think if you want to put it over, I would just go back to the first one. I haven't tried this spot right here before, but I got a buddy that can vouch. It says it's a good spot, so I don't. This is a bad spot right here. You know, the cart goes right through here, so I wouldn't put one there. Thanks for watching. I think next time we're gonna hop on Upward and go over the best dispenser spots. So thanks for watching.